Hi there, my name is Ben and I'm a technical sales manager here at ActOn Finishing. And today I'm going to talk about understanding which media is best to use in the mass finishing process. So one of the key factors in any mass finishing process is to select the correct media according to your parts. Firstly, it's important to understand the different types of media that are available. There are three main types of media: ceramic, plastic and agro. Generally speaking, ceramic media is used on harder materials such as steel, Inconel and titanium, whereas plastic media is generally used on softer materials such as brass, copper and aluminium. Agro media such as maize or walnut shell are generally used as drying medias, although in some circumstances they can be used to polish components. Once we have decided on which material will be used for the process, the next thing that we need to look at is the size and shape of the media. Whilst it can be a little bit daunting to see how many different sizes and shapes are available, there are a few questions we can ask to narrow these down. The first thing to consider is which process we are looking to carry out, i.e. are we looking to deburr the parts, clean the parts or polish the parts. Generally when looking to deburr components, we want to choose a media that has some sharp points or a triangular shape. This will allow the media to have a greater impact on the burrs and to access some areas which the entire piece of media cannot get to. If we are looking to polish, we will look for a media shape which is smoother, such as a cylindrical shape. This will mean that the media rolls over the part as opposed to impacting onto it. It should also mean that there is less damage or pits coming from the media. After we have established the shape, we will establish which size of media is required. Generally, a smaller media, regardless of grade, will give a better, more polished finish than a larger media. Likewise, a larger media will deburr better, quicker than a smaller media as there is more weight. The main thing though is to consider the part geometry. When running the parts in a bowl machine where we have automated separation, we want to make sure that there is a big enough difference between the size of the media and the size of part so that we can get an effective separation once the process is finished. Normally this will involve choosing a media smaller than the part so that the parts can pass over the screen and the media can return to the bowl via the holes in the screen. Occasionally this will be done the opposite way round, where the parts will fall back into the machine and the media is evacuated. Of course, when choosing a smaller media, we need to make sure that any blind holes or slots in the part will not become blocked with the media. Over time, as the media wears, this may start to happen, and this is when the media should be changed for fresh media. Sometimes it may not be possible to prevent media lodgement from happening, and therefore certain slots or holes may need to be plugged or masked off to prevent media from becoming stuck. Finally, we will decide on the grade of media, which is mainly looking at the amount of abrasive that we want to use in the process. When polishing, we want to look at something with very little abrasive, where the media effectively acts as a carrier for the liquid compound in the process. When looking at a deburring operation, the requirements for the customer become more important. Choosing a more abrasive media will mean that the deburring time will reduce, however it will also mean that the media will wear quicker and the finish on the parts may appear to be more dull. Getting the right balance between the speed of operation and the volume of media being used will ultimately come down to what is most important to the customer. If you would like advice on which media to use during the process, please get in touch at www.acton-finishing.co.uk.